Now I'm going to tackle ways of entering foreign markets. So when businesses expand internationally, they have to decide how to enter foreign markets. Each method comes with different levels of involvement, control, and risk. So let's explore the three main approaches, which is those are exporting, joint venturing, and direct investment approach. So first is exporting. Um, Exporting is a lowest risk and simplest method that can be internationally marketed. So, what is exporting? We already know nga, we have already clue kung saan ang exporting, right? But we're going to know more about exporting. So, exporting is when companies sell their products in another country without setting up operations there. So, it's the easiest way to enter a market because businesses don't need major investment, just strategies to distribute their product internationally. So there is direct exporting and indirect exporting. So what are those? So direct exporting is selling directly to foreign buyers, and indirect exporting is using middlemen like export agents to handle sales. Like examples, a courier like mga GNT na. So think of exporting like online shopping. Yes, mostly happen now is the TikTok shop, mga Lazada, and Shopee, Manana, and Amazon, like that. That is one of the examples of process of exporting. So, um, exporting is like an online shopping. You're buying a product from another country, but the company itself isn't physically present where you are. It just ships its goods worldwide. Now that we understand exporting, let's move on to the joint venturing, where businesses form partnership instead of going in alone. So what is joint venturing? Are you familiar with those? Okay, mostly ito na understand is exporting, right? In part of international marketing. But now let's understand what is joint venturing also. So joint venturing is a partnership-based approach. So instead of expanding alone, companies team up with foreign firms or governments to enter new markets. So this helps them to reduce risk while benefiting from local expertise. So na do you understand it? So now, as we already understand joint venturing as a way business expand international through partnerships, so let's focus on one key method. There's a method also part of the joint venturing. Those are licensing, contract manufacturing, management contracting, and joint venturing. So first is like part of the joint venturing is the licensing. So what is licensing? Licensing is which allows companies to enter foreign markets with minimal investment and risk. That's it. So, licensing is when a company gives permission to a foreign business or government to use its patents, trademarks, or proprietary technology in exchange for royalties or fees. Bayad. So, this allows companies to expand into new markets without directly operating in those locations. For instance, think of a globally recognized brand like Disney licensing. Like, 'di ba? Its character, mga toy niya, mga manufacturer worldwide, those companies don't own Mickey Mouse, but they have permission to sell toys featuring him. So another example of that is tech companies licensing software to foreign firms, allowing them to sell and distribute the software in their country while paying royalties to the original company. So in short, licensing is a smart way to business to expand without high risk kaya na may gi-allowed man. So but some companies take it further and invest even more in partnership through other forms of joint venturing. So let's take a look how it works next. Another one is contract manufacturing. So contract manufacturing is a local firms manufacture product for a foreign company, uh, which then handles the marketing. Examples is Nike doesn't own factories in every country. It contracts local manufacturers to produce shoes. So while the brand control marketing and distribution. Another one is management contracting. The foreign company provides expertise while the local firm handles production. Example sa management contracting, so that is international hotel chains like Hilton or Marriott operate the hotels in different countries but rely on local companies to manage them under their brand. Another one is joint venturing. A joint ownership. Part is still part of the joint venturing. So what is joint ownership? Joint ownership is a foreign and local firm co-own a business and share operations. Examples, many Japanese car brands like Toyota successfully entered foreign market by forming partnership with local manufacturers, like sharing cost, technology, and expertise. So, um, while joint venturing involves partnership, some companies go even further by directly investing in foreign markets. So let's explore what does it mean. So next, after the joint venturing, next is the um, direct investment. So direct investment happens when a business builds its own factories, offices, or mga subsidiaries in a foreign market. So unlike exporting or mga joint venturing, the company controls everything production, marketing, and distribution. So this means that they have complete authority over their business but also take on higher risk because they handled it in their own. So including financial investment, local regulations, and market uncertainties. So as you can see in the chart, in the figure, there are nadraa ang connections or processes of how the ways of entering foreign markets. So nadra ang firm, which is more like a business na. Then under of the firm is exporting, joint venturing, and direct investments. We already tackled about that, and now I'm just going to show you unsay mga process nila mao na siya. So sa exporting, it can be direct or indirect, which is mapadung gyapon siya sa foreign market. And in joint venturing, naa siya for, which is licensing, contract manufacturing, management contracting, joint ownership ventures. So, mostly sa ilay is under gyapon siya, padung siya sa foreign markets, but different ang iyang processes or kuan. So, next is direct investment, which is padung gyapon siya sa foreign market. So, there are the process or different kinds nga pwede maka international marketing.